Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you my after 3 weeks usage review of the Bossman Kaden Pro K3 vacuum cleaner, or in Malaysia also marketed as PerySmith. So this is the purple color Pro K3 Pro.
If you want to see the unboxing and initial review video, I'll link it on the description below as well as on the top right hand side above.
Now I've got this about 3 weeks ago, and this video I will give you my post 3-week review as also how to clean and how to maintain the vacuum cleaner. So when we are cleaning, of course, please put on a 3-ply mask just to make sure the dust doesn't get into your face or into your nose. Ideally, when you clean this machine, you should do it outside rather than inside. But for the sake of this video, I've got a dustbin and I'm doing it indoors for filming this video. But in normal practice, please do it outdoors so the dust doesn't stay in your house. So I'm going to put this thing on so my volume will get a bit softer. I got this vacuum cleaner about 3 weeks ago and I've been using it almost every day. Now, I do have a main big vacuum cleaner, the bag type, and that's very cumbersome. And because of that, I rarely use that. Now, I found that having a portable cordless vacuum cleaner, this is the first one I ever own, is very convenient and very useful. If you don't have one, you should consider getting one. And the value of a vacuum cleaner is as much as you use it. The more you use it, the more valuable it is. So I've been able to motivate myself to use it every day, and my house is a lot cleaner every day, just because I use it more often. So in that sense, this is good value for me. In terms of the benefit is it's portable and I don't need to pull a power cord. I can bring this to any room, upstairs, downstairs, outside, inside. I can just vacuum it easily. Now the battery is fairly long lasting, so with a single full charge, I could vacuum my house for, well, I'd say 4 or 5 times for the whole house. And usually what I do is after every vacuuming, I'll just put into the charger to just charge it. The floor vacuum head, which is the soft brush, this is particularly good. I love this a lot, especially the LED lights. When you're vacuuming the floor with all the lights turned off, so if you turn off the lights, this front low LED lights actually let you see the floor wherever there is dust. Even very small particles, you can see it very clearly. So if you ever get a portable cordless vacuum cleaner, make sure it has LED lights. I can't stress how useful this is. Now, so those are the things that I like, and of course I like with the multiple heads that come with it. This extension neck is not particular too long, but is enough long for floor vacuuming. Now, in terms of what I don't like is the vacuum cleaner, as much as it's rated at 19,000 kilopascals, which looks fairly high on paper. In fact, I think that the 19,000 is only for turbo mode. The normal mode should be a lot less than that. So the power isn't particularly great. So if you are using this thing to suck up certain things from a corner, it's fairly difficult. For floor vacuuming though, because of this soft roller brush, it has no problem. When you're picking up dust or hair or small objects, because of this soft roller, it just picks up and it sucks up. But in terms of power, it's not sufficient. And we cannot compare this to a normal vacuum cleaner. Now, so I just roughly go through with you again that in case you may not be clear. So this is the soft floor brush, soft roller head floor brush. This is the crevice tool with the extensible brush. This is the tapered tool. Okay, so what I found is there are actually like holes here which reduces the pressure. So if I close this hole, the pressure is a lot better from the nozzle. And this is the mattress dust mite brush. Floor brush, perfect. Crevice brush, so-so. This power is not very great. The dust mite brush for the mattress, I don't use this. This is redundant. So you may want to consider, when you're buying this, you may want to consider the K2 Pro, because the K2 Pro, the difference is that it doesn't come with this dust mite brush. For me, it's not useful at all. I don't use that. Okay. So that's my thoughts about the vacuum cleaner after more than 3 weeks of use. I now want to go and show you how to clean the brushes. So the first things first, let's look at the brushes first. Okay. Now this is the mattress dust mite brush. Okay, so there's a brush inside. To clean this, you will need a flat object like a coin. So you can see like this is the brush, and on one side, this is basically the connection to the motor, and on one side you have actually a slot opener. You can see, if I put it towards the light correctly, there is lock, unlock, lock, unlock. So you just put the coin and then you just turn it to unlock. Okay, so once you turn it to unlock, you just push this thing out and then you just remove the connector. Now take note about like there's a white color bushing inside here and you cannot lose this. Okay, this will hold the brush in the head. Okay, and then you basically take this thing out and you can just wash this. All right, now of course the other side is a 5 star head type connector. All right, so after you wash this, this is a motor, the head has a motor, so you can only wipe this, you cannot wash this, but the brush you can wash. And then you just basically push this thing through like that and then put it back into the connector here, which is that 5 star thing, and then make sure that the white color bushing is still inside. Okay, and then just push this back in and then just lock it into place. So that's how you clean the dust mite brush. Now between these two are basically passive devices. There are no motors in here, so you can wash this as much as you want and make sure you dry it before you use it. The floor brush, this is the one that may need a bit more cleaning. So when you turn it around, you may want to use the vacuum cleaner to suck up the brush at the corners first. Okay, one end basically there's nothing. On the other end there is again a slot opener. You can see 2 indicators. One is lock. Let me make sure I turn towards the light. One is unlock. So this I'll just show you. You just use a coin, a 50-cent coin, an old 50-cent coin would be great. Just turn it to unlock. Got it? Okay. Put it up so you can, the brush is facing you, and then just push. Let me just move my hands. Just push the brush. Okay, so this thing comes out. Okay, and you can basically pull this thing out and then just wipe what's inside here. And then if you like, if it's dirty, you can wash this brush. Again, ideally you should be doing this outside your house, not I'm just doing this because I'm recording a video. Okay, now this other end you can actually pull it out if you want. There's nothing, it's just a passive connector. Okay, on the other side there's like a 4 star like Phillips type connector into the rotating head. So to put it back, this is how you should put it back. Put in the brush, the head is separate. Okay, I mean the connector or the locking mechanism is separate. Push it in until this thing sits inside. Okay, center this. Let me make sure I can show you this. Okay, so center this correctly like this. Can you see the arrow? Make sure the arrow goes into the lock position. You remember that there were, oh sorry, here. So there are two positions. Unlock and lock. So make sure the arrow goes into the unlock position. Okay, make sure this is in the center. And just push this inside. And align this to the unlock position. Make sure it is facing the unlock, the arrow. And then push it in. Okay, you can feel that there's a spring. Use your coin. Okay, let me just make sure I let you see this properly. This is unlock. And make sure you can push it in flat. And then just lock it. And that's done. That's all. Alright, so remember, like the head, there are electronics inside here. Do not wash the head. You wash the brush and you wipe the head. Alright, so let me move this all aside. So it now become to basically cleaning the machine. Now if you watch my previous video, you will find how much I do dislike about the filter. And you know, I actually put a 3-ply filter, so you can still see like the 3-ply filter inside there. Okay, and I'll explain this in a bit. Now I probably need a better angle for this, and ideally when you clean this, please clean it outside your house. Don't do like me cleaning inside my house because it's dusty, and I'm wearing a 3-ply mask so that, you know, the dust doesn't get into my nose. So I'm going to adjust my camera angle and then come back. Alright, now for cleaning the vacuum cleaner, you'll need a brush. Ideally you have a brush or a piece of cloth or something like that, so you can use it with the handle. Alright, and then just please do this outdoors. Okay, press the release lock at the bottom. Okay, so you can see like I've got a lot of dust. Oh, and I'm wearing a 3-ply mask. Okay. Okay, so you can drop down as much as the thing holds. Let me just, like, I've got a lot of hair here. Okay, so you want to basically undo, just turn the mesh filter off and then just release all this dust. Okay, so I'm going to put the mesh filter aside first. You will see like there's still plenty of dust all around the corner and down here. So take a small brush and slowly do this outside, please. Don't do this like me. Okay, just brush the corners. Now I'm just going to make sure that you can actually see this. Just brush the top parts. You can see how much of dust there is on the top part. Just brush this. Remember, like, this is all washable, so you can remove this and wash this also. But then just for showing you that to clean it without washing, just brush this. Okay, and then brush the bottom as well, because there's a lot of dust lodged at the bottom. Please do this outside. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna like leave this here at the moment. I'm gonna close this, and then here you can wash this and let it dry, or occasionally if you're just wanting to just clean without washing, just use a soft brush to brush this. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put back the mesh filter. Okay, there we go. Alright, now next thing I want to do is, let me just open this thing up so I can show you. Okay, release the, let me just push this aside a little bit. Release the battery and the handle by pressing the top button. Okay, remove the motor, the top portion, just turning it anti-clockwise until the unlock position. Okay, remove this. This is the motor. Now if you have watched my previous video, you will know that this would be clean because I use an extra 3-ply filter. So this would be very clean. If you haven't followed what my suggestion is, you may need to open this and you may need to wash the sponge here and let it dry. Always let it fully dry before putting it back. Okay, now at the bottom, on the top, you can actually see the circular main filter. I'm going to remove this. As you can see, my filter is perfectly white, no dust at all. The company claims that this is HEPA, this is sponge, okay, and I don't know why they would call this HEPA. Anyway, I've ranted enough about this. So this is clean. If yours is dirty, you can wash this or replace this. I think this is like maybe 30 to 40 ringgit if you can find stock for it. I don't think there is stock at the moment. Okay, leave this aside. Then there is the circular soft sponge. The company says like this is like a bio whatever filter. That's it's just sponge. Okay, if this is dirty, please wash it. In my case, I don't need to wash this because I have an extra filter down here, which is extra. This is self-placed, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to move this aside. So this is the extra 3-ply mask filter, and this is after just 3 times vacuuming. Can you see how much of dust is lodged into the 3-ply mask? Okay, I'm just going to show you a difference. So this is just 2-3 days of vacuuming. So if you haven't put this, so can you imagine all this dust inside here, which is impossible to wash, and you have to replace this. Okay, so yucks. A few folks in my channel tried to use this and I think they like it, so I'm gonna throw this away. Okay, let me just throw this away here. Now this is my recommendation. Get a 3-ply mask. Okay, just cut off the sides, you don't need this. Okay, like this, and open it up flat like this. Now take the main filter. Remember, this is tapered, so this is the small end and this is the large end. Small, large. Put the large end, the bigger one, onto the 3-ply mask filter like this. Okay, so let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, put the bigger end on the 3-ply mask like this. Use a pen, just draw it around. Okay, so you can see a good circle. Get a scissors. This is the easy part. Just cut around that circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. There, done. Okay, That's the 3-ply mask. The blue is the external side. And all you do is, you can put this down here. Now one thing that I've found particularly useful is get a cardboard, okay, cut out the size of the, just draw a line on the bigger side of the main filter on a cardboard, and then just keep this as a template so you don't have to measure using this, right? So whenever you need, you just cut a few and keep it for stock. I mean the filter, okay, just cut a few using this template, and then whenever you just want to change, you just change it, okay? So what do? This is what we've just cut just now. Just make sure that we flatten it because it's crumpled, right? Put the blue side down like this, as best as you can. Okay, remember, like, this is basically folded, so you want to make it flat as possible, as much as you can. Okay, put the rounded mask. Remember, the convex one is down like this, and then put in the main filter, push it down. You can see the 3-ply mask covering perfectly around the area, okay, because we are using the main filter as a measuring template. Okay, and then just lock this thing back, the motor. Let me just go back to white screen. Okay, and then just hook back this power. Okay, so that is the damage. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna like not dust this now. After two vacuumings, 2.5 vacuumings of 2-3 rooms. Right, so just closing up this video, let me just remove this. The 3-ply mask method actually really works for me. Okay, after 2-3 times vacuuming, just throw this away, replace it. Right now, a 3-ply mask costs like 15 cents, and I can replace one every 2-3 dimes. That means every 3 days I replace one, which means I need 100 masks. That means $15 for 1 year. That's perfect, and my system have got no dust in the motor. Try it. Okay, so if you have got any other questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below, and do watch the unboxing video if you have not seen it. It's a long video, but I think this is going to be quite useful for owners. See you again in the next video.